Joined here at the Thornbury Surfacing Stadium by Chippenham goal scorer today, Harry Warwick. Harry, first official goal for the club. Obviously we know you notched a couple in pre-season. Talk us through how it feels to be off the mark, mate.
Yeah, as well as what I've come here to do, score goals, assist goals, but the main thing is winning the game, and obviously we didn't manage to do that today, so I'm disappointed with that. Obviously happy to get my goal, but the team winning is more important than me scoring on my own, so hopefully next week we can bounce back and win the game.
Yeah, I hope so. And obviously just a little bit of a hat tip to your goal there. Obviously it was a penalty for Marlon. Marlon's taken the penalty, keeper's gone the right way, he saved it. Lots of people in that situation obviously that try and react. You were the one who got there first. Nice little calm left-footed slot underneath, and there was just nothing that could be done.
Yeah, as well, just when Marlon was taking a penalty, everyone was trying to get in his head and everything. It's a great penalty for Marlon, great save, but obviously got to follow him just if things like that do happen and score the goals from there, so yeah, happy to score the goal.
It's good, and obviously from our own standpoint it was great to see you come on today, Harry. I know it was a bit of an early introduction, probably much earlier than you were expecting with the injury to Adam Mann, but the game, as we've discussed with Mike, seemed to really turn sort of as you were introduced. First real action in the game for yourself was to beat three, quick ball roll, lay it on a plate for Jacko. Unfortunately the keeper again, he's just reacted to the shot to the near post, and would have been an assist within the opening 2 minutes for you.
Yeah, obviously that's what I've brought here to do, is to assist goals, score goals. So I've tried to help Marlon, but obviously he's a great save again. But obviously I wish Manny all the best, and hopefully he's back fit and comes back into the team whenever he's ready. So
good stuff. And obviously just a quick one for yourself, Harry, because not a lot of Chippenham supporters at this moment are going to be very aware of who you are and what you do. Give us a little bit of your background, mate. Obviously we know you've come from the Bristol Rovers set-up. You know Luke Russ quite well from your time there. Give us a little bit of a brief overview about who Harry Warwick is as a player, mate.
Well, I've always been a forward, so I've been at Bristol Rovers for 4 or 5 years now, and always been a striker, more in behind than coming into feet, so just a quick striker that likes to score goals, and that's what I've been brought in to do, so hopefully I can help the team and get us at the table and win games.
So it's been a very good start to the season so far, Harry. Obviously yourself now rotating in that squad. It would seem that Mike has made quite clear that we want to keep moving players in and out. Are you happy with that setup? You really feel like you're settling in here? You enjoying your football at the moment?
Yeah, really enjoying it. Obviously it's a game, everyone's going to compete with everyone in the position, so I've just got to fight for my place and hopefully keep the shirt for the weeks coming on and score the goals, and that's what's going to keep me in the team really, so got to do that, and hopefully Cookie keeps picking me. So
you got a good chance. Obviously next week we go away in the FA Cup, second qualifying round, our first game in the FA Cup away to Poole Town. We did ask Mike as well, we'll ask you the same question. FA Cup, your own experiences and memories, have you been involved with the FA Cup at this level before, or is it all fairly new to you?
Yeah, fairly new to me. I think it's going to be my first time, so yeah, hopefully we can start winning ways and win the first, and then keep going on and progress as far as we can. So yeah,
it's good stuff. Well, they say you never forget your first, so all the very best for yours, Harry, and hopefully we have a nice game away at Poole next week and can get ourselves in the hat for the next round. But for today, Harry Warwick, second goal scorer, first for the club. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Just covering up finishing our coverage here at the Thornbury Surfacing Stadium with Chippenham midfielder Joe Hanks. Joe, back in the team today after a substitute appearance last week at St Albans, playing a rather unnatural position, but you were back in your normal centre mid slot today and came up trumps with the first goal.
Yeah, no, obviously, it was good to get out there and good to get on the score sheet today. Obviously disappointed not to come away with anything from the game, but we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit with the goals we conceded, so that was frustrating, but it's a long old season, isn't it? We're going to need everyone, and hopefully we can go on to next week at FA Cup, isn't it? So we'll go there with confidence and hopefully try and get through to the next round.
Yeah, and obviously we've been speaking to a few of the lads, of course, beforehand about the FA Cup and what that brings in its own connotations. You've a player that's fairly experienced in the game now at both the Football League and non-league levels. You've got to have some of your own personal memories about the FA Cup. Has it been a happy hunting ground for yourself, Joe, or is this now going to be a chance to really put that on the resume?
I think since I've come into non-league, I haven't ever made it to the first round. Last year we come close, didn't we? I thought we were unlucky against Concord. So this year I think all the boys are sort of chumping to try and get into that first round. I think that's the aim, and I think obviously we played Poole last year, didn't we? And it was a tough game, so we'll go to there. It's a big pitch. I'm sure they beat Swindon, I think 5-0 the other week, so they're going to be a good opposition. So we'll treat the game seriously and hopefully, just get into round at a time, and then hopefully that's the goal, get into the first round.
I think if memory serves correct, were you not the goal scorer on that day as well? The second goal against Poole, I believe, was yours. Also slotted your penalty away. So yeah, you've got good previous against this lot.
Yeah, no, obviously, it was good. I think it was our first game, wasn't it, last season? So I think the first proper game for Chippenham. So good memories against them. Hopefully, I'll take that in. Obviously, scoring today and winning the penalty. So take that into next week and hopefully score again.
I say we were going to just touch upon that there, Joe. Obviously, your contributions today weren't limited to your first goal, which of course was well taken. But again, giving us a little glimmer of hope at the end there with getting into the box, bursting bursting in, I believe, off Will's touch, finding yourself in the right position. It just looked like a stonewall penalty. It was definitely a check, and it gave us that little bit of a sniff to come back and hopefully take something from the game. Just sadly wasn't to be today.
No, yeah, it was just a little too late, wasn't it? We gave it a good go. We had some chances, even at 2-0 we were creating chances. So we can go away. Obviously, we lost today. We've got to dust ourselves down, go back on Tuesday, do it right this week, and go again next week.
And of course, obviously, we're just moving on to that point there about it being just a little bit too late. But 90 minutes in the under the belt for you today. It's the first one for quite a little while, obviously with complications with COVID and self-isolation, and then obviously everyone getting back to full fitness. But 90 minutes in the tank for yourself today, Joe. How are you feeling, mate? Are you feeling all right in yourself?
Yeah, no, I think it's obviously I had COVID middle of pre-season, which didn't help. Missed quite a few of the games, obviously isolating for 10 days, and when I come back, I must admit it did knock me for six a little bit. Didn't feel right, and I'm probably still trying to get my fitness up at the moment. So playing 90 minutes today, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a lot better than I was a couple of weeks ago. So just got to take each week as it comes, and hopefully improve.
Well, a good performance today for yourself, Joe, and a stand out, unfortunately, in a poor result for ourselves. But a goal. We can call it an assist, really, with the winning of the penalty, despite the fact, obviously, how it was dispatched wasn't quite. It was a little bit of a roundabout way, but for somebody who's still trying to achieve 90 minutes and getting their fitness up, you didn't have to look like you were doing well today, fella. No,
I appreciate that. No, yeah, obviously, it's affected different people, hasn't it, COVID? I think we've had quite a few lads that had COVID, but obviously we've started quite well to the season, haven't we? So I'm sure we're only going to get better with the lads' fitness improving, and hopefully, touch wood, nobody else gets COVID and sort of affects anything else for moving forward.
Well, this season, Joe, with 5 games in now, 2 draws, 2 wins, and unfortunately today our first loss, but like you say, we go again. We move to Poole in the week, and from all of us here, mate, congratulations today, and all the very best of luck for next week in the FA Cup.
No, appreciate it, guys. See you next week. Cheers.
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers, boys.
Wrapping up coverage here at the Thornbury Surfacing Stadium today with Chippenham defender Spencer Hamilton. Spencer, we grabbed you last week after the St Albans game and you were a little bit disappointed. It's got to be a little bit worse today.
Yeah, a bit of a kick in the teeth. I think you've come back to reality as well a little bit. We've been excellent during the first 4 games, and today we just can't start football matches like that and expect to come away with 3 points. I'm afraid it's a big ask for any team conceding the goals we conceded in the first 20 minutes, going 2-0 down. It's always a tough ask. It's not a penalty, which killed the game a little bit for the first one, but again, I just think at times we weren't good enough in possession. I think we just got to be a little bit brave on the ball and have the courage to actually play football, and Cookie wanted that at half time. And to be fair, the second half we started well, and they just scored against a run of play, and it just killed the game off a little bit for us.
Yeah, so the 2 moments there obviously of real contention, the first one being the penalty. From all of us dotted around the ground, I had probably the furthest view away. I was behind the goal we were attacking at the time. I didn't even see that it was yourself that put the challenge in, but the one thing that I did see was the ball move certainly before the man did. He's come into you, he's made a huge deal out of what seemed to be a fairly safe and fair challenge. He's gone over, the referee's pointed to the spot, and like the very first point we made with Cookie today, the game's change on moments like that.
Yeah, and we never seem to get that lucky as well, which is the frustrating thing. It's clearly won the ball, and the guy's literally gone over my leg, and to be fair, he's play acted one, and the ref's just gone to the course. Decisions like that change football matches straight away. Admittedly, we weren't great before then, but it completely changed the complexion of the game, and it's difficult from a day like that. So, in the end, it's something we've got to look back on, and we've just got to dust ourselves off and go again, obviously next week in the FA Cup.
It is, and obviously you hear from behind us there, a couple of Chelmsford fans have had 1 too many drinks, I think 3 in total between the 6 of them that walked past. It's all money in our coffers at the end of the day, which is very appreciated, so thank you very much to the travelling supporters that have come. But I have to disagree with the point that they made there. I don't think we were beaten by the better side today. I think based on our start of the season, I'm sure you can agree, Spence, we were really hoisted by our own petard, really. We looked like we came out and started the game quite slowly. We were punished with a mistake from a mistake by the referee. Unfortunately, it was incorrectly pointing to the spot. The second goal for Chelmsford, for the guys obviously that will watch the highlights back and in attendance today, we were in the ascendancy at that point. The ball's been clipped down the left hand side by Parcell. Alecchi's ran on, the ball's come into Hanks has set the shot, and our entire left hand side of our defence is suddenly incapacitated in an attacking motion. The ball's been zipped down very cleverly. Suddenly, when you're 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, Will's never expected to save that. It's 2-0, and suddenly the game looks very different. Go into half-time, we've done enough to get ourselves back in there, 2-1. The half-time team talks a little bit different, and I think it showed great character for you boys to come out and react the way you did.
Yeah, and Cookie said it, that was the thing he was really frustrated with. We just didn't get the ball down and play in the first half, which, you know, we've been working on in training, and we've just got, like I said, the courage to do it. And like it showed in the second half, especially for the first 15 minutes or so, we were all on top and they couldn't get out of their half in their 18-yard box. So I think we just got to be a little bit braver starting games. Like we said, we've set our standards so high with the good start we've had, and we've just got to have the courage going into games and starting on the front foot, because, like we said, I don't think there's any team in this league we should fear whatsoever. Like I said last week, we can have a very successful season. We just can't start slowly.
And I think it's quite important as well for the lads that are behind us at the moment, singing their songs and really making quite a massive deal out of a 3-2 win away at Little Chippenham. You know, you've been with us now for 2 seasons, Spence. How does it feel knowing full well that they're going to be coming onto our social media later to watch our interview to see how they impacted it, only to find out the only thing that they really did was give maximum respect to Chippenham Town, that this year looked like they seemed to be a real prize catch for a beating in this league. To be going away from this stadium after everything we've experienced in the last sort of 2 or 3 years, celebrating a rather narrow 3-2 victory, it really shows us how far we've come, not so much as them. Yeah, definitely. I think like what Cookie and the coaching staff have done, what they've built over the last 12 to 18 months, it's brilliant. And I think all the teams coming together, and we've kind of bought into the project, what we're trying to achieve here. And I think teams have finally given us the respect probably we deserve, which is good for us. I think even there they kind of changed their shape to a 3-5-2 to match us up. That just goes to show how well we've been doing in that formation. And you know, it's good we're getting our character, but like I said, we've just got to now bounce back from this. FA Cup next week, and then the week after Concord away, which is again going to be a tough game, but one we can roll our sleeves up and hopefully get a good positive result. Yeah, and that leads us really to our closing point, Spence. We've asked the rest of the lads about the FA Cup and, you know, their own sort of personal experiences. You know, you've been sort of scattered around, you know, the non-league game at sort of this level now for a good sort of 5-6 seasons with ourselves and Gloucester. Memories for you in the FA Cup, mate? Have you gone fairly deep into this competition before, or is this something you're really looking to correct on the Spencer Hamilton resume? This is something definitely correct. I've got to the final 4th round qualifying round pretty much every season and just missing out, which is the most frustrating thing as a player. So my aim and goal, especially for us, is that minimum get to the first round and try and have a good FA Cup run. I know Chippenham had a fantastic one a couple of seasons ago, and it'd be great, especially with the character and the group of lads we've got, if we can try and create something, you know, the romance of the FA Cup, stuff like that again. Go on then, Spence. Nobody else has done it, but I know you're not going to let me down. So say we do manage to get through pool and, you know, get to that first qualifier, first round proper. Who's your eye on, mate? If you got a dream draw, you can pick one ball out of the hat. League 1 and below. Who are you going to? I would love to go to Chelmsford Town at Wadden, just because I was there as a kid, and it'd be fantastic to play them in the FA Cup. Yeah, it's another one for Chippenham supporters. Of course, we were at Wadden not only a few short seasons ago playing Gloucester. I'm not even 100% sure that you wouldn't have been playing in that game, Spencer. Very late 1-0 for Gloucester. We walked away feeling we were a little bit hard done by, but I remember that. But no, we've got we've got our own aspirations of what we want to do, and the cup run's always going to be there for ourselves. And all I can do is wish you all the very best from all of us here at the media team, and hope that you get your goal for this season and finally get yourself into that first round proper, because you deserve it. Brilliant. Thanks, lads. Well done, Spence. Cheers, guys.